Good evening, everyone. 28 minutes after 11, which means that in the next 5 or 10, maybe less, shelter staff is going to come into my room yet again for something that technically they need to do, or they need to grab, they need to inform ahead of time for 1 second. And sorry about that. So, this notice was slipped under my door a couple of days ago. And it reads, Notice of entry to rooms on all floors. Home First Society's Esplanade Hotel program shelter staff and/or authorized contractors will require access to your room to inspect the heat detector and smoke alarm mounted on the ceiling. So that is right here above me, right there, that one. Now, the funny thing is, and I use funny kind of loosely here. The funny thing is that the Esplanade Hotel program's shelter staff come into our rooms every day to inspect that. Every day. Every single day at 8:30. Or give or take, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And the funny thing is that they call it an environmental scan, but I have countless videos at this point of staff coming in, not saying a word to me, not looking around the rest of the room, doing literally nothing but glancing at that fire alarm, smoke detector rather, and then turning around and leaving the room. So what they're doing on these environmental scans is they're inspecting that detector and nothing else. And so the fact that now they're saying, we want access to your room to inspect the same thing, and that they are saying their entry date will be Tuesday, March 8th to Friday, March 11th between 10 and 2 p.m. So at some point, we aren't going to actually tell you when, but at some point this week, in the morning, we're going to barge in on you. Given this notice of entry, I'm not willing to consent to them entering the room at any time other than when they have said in their notice of entry that they will be entering. And so as a precaution against random strangers wandering into my room.
No, that's not a problem.
Can you take a picture of that, please?
Yeah.
It's not allowed.
Okay, let me take a picture of it too. Oh, my phone is locked.
Can someone in the 6th floor office please call the main
We'll
line?
take a
Thank
picture
you.
with this Sunny, not your phone. It's Sunny.
I ensured that my door won't open tonight. And I guess it'll just be interesting to see just how much effort they put into trying to come in.
If we break down the door, you're gonna have to be relocated.
You're gonna have to leave. Didn't need that. Hold. Be faster.
But I do think that it's interesting. They do seem to actually understand that they are required to give notice for people to come into our rooms. They just never actually give notice. So yeah, I'm going to pause the recording. I will start it back up when they knock on the door. See you then. Gonna start this back up a little bit early. This way, I'm not sure if people can, or if the video will actually catch the staff knocking on the doors as they come up the hall, but I can definitely hear them, as well as staff yelling and screaming, "Staff entering!" At each of the doors. At any rate, there are 6 doors before they get to mine, that I hear them at each of them. Also, my apologies in advance. When they do arrive, my voice is going to go from where it is now to something that they can actually hear me through the door. Nope! Okay, so that was a first. I've been here for a year now. Regardless of how I've responded or not responded to staff knocking at the door, this is one of the first times they haven't come in. Occasionally, if you tell them to fuck off forcibly enough, they'll walk on to the next room. Or if you block the door, then they'll call security and have them come up, as I showed in some of the earlier clips there. But it's weird to me. Between the notice of entry and not just barging in when I said no, maybe they're getting better. Just soft maybe. Very soft. But maybe.
Stop, you okay? You okay?
Go away.
Hey.
Go away.
Oh, you okay?
I said go away.